everyone, welcome back to Wild and Free Art. Today's video is going to be just a bit different from the usual fare because I'm announcing something new and exciting that is going to be happening starting in the month of June, which is not that far away, is it? But I have decided that I'm going to do a come make with me type challenge in collaboration with Jade E Susan Artist. I will link all of her details below as well in the description. And basically what we're doing is we are providing some free digitals that will be available to those who want to participate in this monthly giveaway challenge type thing. Each of us is kind of running our own competition for different things. So I'm sure that if you go to Jade's group or her website, she will have all of her details on there. But as far as I'm concerned, I have gone way over the top because I got really excited and I decided to go full on and make it a come make with me month. And the thing that I'm going to make is a deconstructed journal. Now, a deconstructed journal is basically a journal that isn't bound. So it's all the tasty bits of a journal, but like not bound into a cover. So it can have like folio, it can have like specimen cards, it can have journaling spots, it can have mini notepads, it can just have everything. Except that instead of attaching it to pages, you are putting it in a cover, unbound, or in a box. And it's something I haven't done yet. And so I thought that would be fun. And the inspiration for the journal the deconstructed journal that I'm going to be making, actually came from a recent trip that I did to London. We went to the Natural History Museum and it was amazing because I actually saw real life kinds of like specimens and specimen cards and pages from books and like notes, real field notes. And I was really 100% inspired and awed at all the people that had gone and done this. And then, you know, looking through the gift shop and all that kind of stuff, I came across this lady that worked for the British Museum at the time, now Natural History Museum. And her name was Lucy Evelyn Cheeseman. And she is one of the people that's responsible for a lot of the insect collection. And so I was curious about, you know, a woman in those days. You're talking about the early 1900s. And it was, you know, not something that a lot of women could get into. So I did a little bit of research on her. And I found that this woman was really something for her time, and she very much marched to the beat of her own drum. And I think that if she were still alive today, I totally would have loved to meet her. She would have been my idol. Basically, she lived through 2 world wars, still managed to do the things that she loved, even though society was kind of against her doing that. So she originally wanted to be a vet, but women weren't allowed to be vets back in the day. They couldn't work as vets. So she had this interest in animals, so she managed to get a job working at like an insect house kind of place. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to do this by memory, but yeah, I'll find it on Wikipedia and write it down. Anyways, and she was the one who curated and somehow acquired a lot of these specimens for this collection and really worked hard on bringing it up to a certain level. She loved to travel. She was very respectful of indigenous cultures. She would walk. She wouldn't have people carrying all her stuff and her on one of those fancy chairs or whatever. She climbed mountains. She climbed up trees. She dug in the ground. And she traveled all over the place. She started going on an expedition, a group expedition to the Galapagos Islands, decided it was far too disorganized and she would do things on her own. So off she went. She got off at Tahiti and decided that that was it. She was gone. She was doing her own thing. So she went and she did her own expedition. She traveled to many islands around the South Pacific, and she discovered so many new species of insects, of reptiles, of plants. Basically, people are still going through the specimens that she sent back now and discovering things about it. I mean, she's got beetles named after her, about 100 species of frogs, it seems like, from the list. And she did this on her own money. She went to work for the British Museum and she worked for free for them. And she traveled the world and did all of this work for free on her own money, traveling and climbing and learning, and she wrote a ton of books while she was at it. Like, the woman was awesome. She was so out of her time and beyond her time, and I really have been fascinated. And so with this came my idea. Like, Jade and I had said, oh, we'll just do field notes, you know, we'll do something cute, maybe like a little journal together and stuff. And I was like, okay, field notes, but field notes inspired by Lucy Evelyn Cheeseman. And then it came to me to do it in a deconstructed journal, and then I have just gone with it. So, all of this blah, blah, blahing to say that starting in June, we are going to create this deconstructed journal together. Now, you do not have to actually create the journal with me, or even make a deconstructed journal. You can use the digitals to make your own things. You don't have time to do a full project. Make some cards, make some journaling cards, make bookmarks, make a folio, do what you want with these things. But there is, for those who participate, there is a prize, of course, at the end of the month. All you have to do is make something using my digitals or Jade's digitals and post it in either my Facebook group if you've used mine, or Jade's if you used hers, and use the hashtag that's here below, and that way I can find them. And that way you enter, you share your stuff. The more entries you put in, the more chances you have to win. Now, what do you win? One asks. Well, the big grand prize is one of my ephemera boxes. You win one of my ephemera boxes. It's big. It's an A4 box. It's quite fat. And it is filled to the brim with real vintage ephemera in different languages, from different times, different eras. And you've got stuff like original vintage string, to playing cards, book pages, fabrics, naturally dyed papers, little metal bits, little stamps, all sorts of stuff. So it's a really fun prize. The only caveat is that the actual physical box, I can only send it on my own dime to the UK. So if you are outside of the UK and you happen to win one of these boxes, what I will do is give you a code to buy the box for free on my website, and the only thing you'll have to do is pay for the shipping and any duties or customs that may come. And for other people, there's going to be a second and a third place. Second place will a little journal, and the third place will be some free digitals from myself. Jade has her own prizes and obviously her own system going for that. With this, I really hope that you will join me. I hope that you will find some inspiration and try and do something a little bit different to the usual fare. And yeah, come say hi. I look forward to seeing everyone's work. I really hope that you will find some fun and inspiration in this June challenge. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to give a deconstructed journal a try? Have you even made one? Like, how was your experience? Let me know. And I cannot wait to get started with all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care and happy creating. Bye-bye.